Opportunity here for you to come in and check out some of the talent that is around here at the lower level.
It is. It's a great opportunity. It's early in the season, so everybody's just kind of trying to get some things figured out. So it's there's lots of young talent here, and lots of kids who are looking for an opportunity for sure.
And your group, the AUS, looks to be pretty open this year. It's going to be very competitive. Your group as good a chance as anybody, in my view. Talk about your team for a little bit and what you've got coming up this season.
Yeah, it's. I think the league is going to be competitive like last year. I think on any night it's anybody's game, which makes it very interesting for fans for sure. I know the players enjoy that as well, the competitive atmosphere, and we're sort of into year 3 of a rebuild with our program, and We've still got a lot of young players. We've got 12 players who are either in their first or second years, but we're playing them and they're learning, they're getting it figured out, and learning how to compete each night.
That's very important. And you come here to the Milner tournament, of course, in honor of Andrew Milner. Is that a message around the tournament that you send to this group as part of this preseason bonding, get a little action in? How do you talk about that with your team?
Yeah, it's one of those things you like to get on the road early in the preseason and just sort of get some kinks ironed out, find out who you are a little bit more, take care of some things that you need to look after in the season. But it's also representative of the basketball community here in Atlantic Canada. And, I coached Andrew's mom on a basketball team in Nova Scotia probably 100 years ago, it seems. And, so I understand the significance of it. I understand what Damien is trying to do here at RNS with that. And we highly respect that. And my players, I think, got that message last night for sure at the banquet.
Excellent. Thanks, Coach. Good luck in this game today, and good luck on the rest of your season.
That's great. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Hi fans, and welcome back to Ross A. Netherwood School in the Irving Gymnasium. This is the home of the Andrew Milner Invitational this weekend, and it's a home court of Ross A. Netherwood Riverhawks. They will be up next against UMBSJ. That's after this one that's about to start and get underway. This game today feature a couple of AUS rivals in Acadia and Cape Breton. Saw a little pregame interview, little Coach's Corner interview sponsored by St. John Nissan with Coach Leslie from Acadia. Talk about his team being young, still learning, wide open. AUS, the experience here at the tournament. Lots of great things about it here, and the basketball community certainly a big focus of Coach Leslie. You're looking for another win here. They got a win yesterday against St. Mary's. CBU, they were supposed to play St. Mary's on Thursday, the 8 o'clock game. Started that one, and a couple minutes in, it quickly became determined that the floor just too slippery. So the coaches agreed to wipe that one out. So they've been here for 3 days to play one game. They got a good practice in here yesterday, and right off the top, thanks to Coach Matt Skin for having the gym open enough that I could sit in the stands and watch that practice. I don't often get the opportunity to see high-level practices, and I like to take the opportunity just to see the pace, the volume, see how that translates to the game. So I was pleased to be able to just sit in and probably be at least some of that practice. It was ongoing when I arrived here at the gym. And I look forward to seeing this game between these division rivals. Cape Breton in the white, Acadia in the red. So Cape Breton, we've got 4 is Shaq Price on the floor. 0 is AC Aaron Cunningham. 1 is Anisco. 12 is Mitchell Merzero. And 2 is Tyson Cato. That's going to be the same 5 that they started against St. Mary's in that abbreviated contest yesterday. Wicho is .21 for Acadia. He was on the top. He's got quick feet. 5 is going to be Glenn Cox. 1, Gabe Davignon. 4 is going to be Kyle Monroe. And 2 is Eric Hayden. Kick back outside, Davignon. Davignon, he was my guest after the win yesterday for the White Thompson Group Player of the Game interview. Spoke of the tournament, the teams, all of those things, and nothing but good things to say about his time at Acadia as well. Thanks to Gabe for joining me, and as well thanks to Jean-Cyril Shonga, who was the player of the game, that game that just finished between St. Foy and Thetford. Thetford with a 1-point win over the regional rival in the best game of the tournament. That's a triple made. I think that's number 1, Gabe Davignon. Oh, sorry, number 1, Stefan Nisco with the make. Rebound, Wichu. Fouls on number 1 in the white, that's Stefan Anisco out of Caledonia, Ontario, and Mohawk College. Called in the cylinder. Verticality rule, I think, is what they're talking about. Whatever you want to call it. Wichow lost the handle briefly, but picks it up. Hands off for Monroe. Clock issues there early. We're going to set the shot clock to 9. Josiah McKnight has checked in number 6 for CBU. Inbounded Davignon, back to Monroe. Wichow, short, found the rim, but it is Merzereau on the outlet for Cunningham, who scores 2 points. .50 CBU. That's 2 points. I think that was blocked by a sea of players in front of me. Pretty sure that was Mark Wichow. Oh, and there's the block from Wichow. And this go back in for CBU. Coming out, Liz McKnight. Bench reset for Acadia, and there's a 3 made. 8-2, CBU. Shot, Davignon makes the triple. 8-5. Shaq Price fouled by Eric Hayden. Glenn Cox to the bench. Subbing in number 10, Wilson. Another triple attempt missed. Rebound for Wilson. Back for Wilson. Triple made, Eric Hayden. Long pass. Oh, what a finish there. It's a Nisco. Took the pass from Cato. Maybe a foul on Cunningham. Started to say, as part of that practice and at the end of the practice that I watched yesterday with Coach Skin, was some of the boys were banking the ball off the wall and showing off their slam dunks on the off the wall, and Anisco was as impressive as anyone on that action. You see why there with the big finish from the in backboard camera. Davignon. Long shot, Monroe. Back rim, rebound. Hayden. Monroe. Wichow. Straight to the bucket. Nice move. Wichow, first year out of Cameroon. If you're watching from Cameroon, welcome. Pleased to have you here. A little look into a little bit of basketball in the Atlantic provinces, New Brunswick in particular. That's finished inside by number 15, Safarian Black. (12-11) CBU. Black to the line to finish the three-point play for a 2-point lead. Wichow on the rebound. Little hesitation move from Ryan Rago, who's checked in. McKnight with the handle for Black. He makes along 2. 14-11 is our score. Davignon for Monroe. Up top, Wilson finds a seam to the bucket and he scores 2. Got by Tong on his way to the rim. Tong, number 9, with the ball. Well, I guess not with the ball. Almost with the ball. That's going to be a pass from Wilson that doesn't find its mark. Davignon up top. And Davignon with the made shot. Some subs coming for Acadia. They're getting an opportunity right here. It will be Cox and Reed checking in. Acadia now up 2. Reed, Rago. That triple goes through. Wilson with the reach in. Played a little over half of the first quarter here. These U Sport teams. 20 on the shot clock. Wants 19 instead, by the sound of it. Shaquille Price will inbound. There's 19 on the shot clock for the Capers. Inbound for Tyson Cato. Mitchell Merzero. Intercepted pass by Rago. Rago uses the body nicely to avoid the defender. Goes off the glass for a couple points. Football, I believe, called. Shot clock reset there, shouldn't have. Should have been 21 on it. Unless, of course, they did call football, then it would have reset. That's a strong take from Anisco. And it's going to be a block on Donovan Reed. Both players looked a little worse for the wear after that. Reed getting attention from the Acadia training staff, who was quick out to the court. Was an impressive leap from Anisco. Had one dunk already, and that one was a very athletic play. The rookie Reed limps off. Sure, we'll see that replay from multiple angles here for the Crackerjack crew from Maritime Athletic. Anisco can't complete the three-point play. Wicho has it knocked out on the rebound action. 21-16 the score on the board in favor of Acadia. There's a knockaway. Merzero out of Sydney, Nova Scotia. Tries to chase that one down. Shout out if you are watching along from Cape Breton. Nice to have you along, or if you're in the Valley at Acadia as well. Never been to the Valley in the Wolfville area. Have been to Cape Breton this time of year pretty much. Oh, and what a beautiful trip around Cabot Trail I had a few years ago. Again, right around this time of year. Valley's on my places I'd like to visit. Shaq Price. with the drive, draws a foul. Cardigan checks in. It's the second foul on somebody. Team fouls are not up on the board. Officials are working with the table to try to get the team fouls up on the board. Helps me as well. 3:48. 2 on the home team, 2 on the guests. Put on the board, and Shaq Price made the first one. Closes the gap to 4 at 21-17, 3:48 to go in the opening stanza here. Back up top for Acadia, Robbie Grant on the take. Certainly not poetry in motion on that possession for Acadia. Get a look off a broken play. Shaq Price off to Cato. Back for Price. Price kicks to Tong. Deflected out of bounds. Shot clock reset and should not. Tong with the catch off the inbound play. Can't get it to go. Oh, a couple of Acadia players open underneath. There's Glenn Cox for 3. And he makes the triple. No surprise there. Cox, a big-time scorer for the Axemen and among the best in the conference. Price, speaking of really good scorers. Tong off the rebound, attacks, draws a blocking foul. I think the foul goes on Robbie Grant. A couple subs in here for Acadia, 2 and 4. Eric Hayden, Colin Monroe checking back in. They join Cox, Wicho, and Grant. Tong on the line. Tong with Cato, Jean, Anisco, and Black for the Capers. One more game to come after this one today, UNBSJ and RNS. Oh, nice baseline cut by Cox. Good defense coming in there from Black in support. Tong is down and holding the knee. Going to stretch it out a little bit. Shaq Price back in. A little mop work on the floor. Dan Patterson does the icky shuffle over there. Wicho outside Grant. Was Hayden. Tracked down by Anisco. Finds Jean. Party Jean. Losing the handle is Eric Hayden. Black for CBU on the dribble. Foul goes on Mark Wicho. Gabe Davignon checks in for Eric Hayden. Black with the take. Unimpeded right down Main Street. Could have held his own parade on that one. Cox into traffic, draws a foul. Ryan Rigaud is going to check in. Cox will go to the line. Ball loose, picked up Rigaud, kick outside. Open shooter Davignon sidesteps the defender and makes a three. I'm going to blow it down here to wipe the floor. The time of players down here, we have been slowing play up to make sure the floor stays safe. Some issues here on Thursday, and then yesterday we were very careful. The day went on, it got hot and humid. It's a different weather outside today. It's not quite as rainy. It's supposed to be a little sunnier, I think. Looks brighter out. They look out the doors of the Irving Gymnasium. Jack Price for three, too strong. Black on the rebound, puts it back up. Partially blocked by a defender. Cox, corner kick, Rigaud. Back to the wing for the three. Davignon knew it. He was turned around before it was through. Gabe Davignon said yesterday he can play loose and just let it fly when he gets it in his hands. He's done that today. Jack Price lets it fly as well. That one wide of the mark. 30-20, final 5 seconds of the first quarter. Cox to the tin, scores two. And that'll do it. 32-20 at the end of one. For Acadia. They led after every quarter in their game against SMU, and they're up 12 here in this one. The organized looking group here so far in the preseason. Lots more preseason action to come in the AUS. Women's side, the Ellen Campbell goes at UNB next weekend. I believe also, I think might be next weekend, is the UNB SJ tournament, the new one they've got going up at the ACA level. Ken Gould coming up at St. Thomas towards the end of October. we are just about to October. Tuesday, after the National Day of Truth and Reconciliation on the 30th of Monday. Great look at the Envision St. John replays. And there you see the triple going through from Davignon. And that was another one from Eric Hayden. There's the finish at the rim from Anisko. From the backboard cam. Another three from Acadia. And a look into Coach Matt Skinn and the Cape Breton University Capers huddle. When I went through university, it was not called CBU back then, it was UCCB. University College of Cape Breton. Haven't brought that moniker out yet this weekend until now. Let's hope I can keep calling them CBU or just Cape Breton for short. That just dates myself. Cox knocked away, goes to the floor, picks up the ball, but it's ripped away by the Capers. That was looking ahead for Anisko, but Ryan Rago snuck in and took the ball away. Cox back to Grant. Davignon on the drive. He gets right inside. Shaq Price couldn't stop that drive to the bucket. 34-20. Oh, blocked by Cox. Not sure if that was a shot attempt or a pass attempt. Regardless, Cox got a hand on it. Sounded like a slap there. Not called. Of course, I'm on the other side of the gym, so it could have been just about anything happening over there, sound-wise. Inside for Cox, blocked by Cunningham. Shaq Price gets downhill. And the ball goes uphill over the back of the backboard. Subs in, Hayden. In for Robbie Grant. Coach Leslie with a little conversation with Glenn Cox at the edge of the floor here as play continues. Cox is the big man. He's the not the big, like big sidewise, but he's the big weapon for Acadia. Looks like he's working with a little tear in the shorts too. And there's another triple. I think that's going to be Eric Hayden. View blocked on that one just a little bit. Saying that a lot this weekend, but it's close quarters here at RNS. So view often blocked from the broadcast position. Mitchell Merzero is going to draw a foul on Gab Davignon. No. Goes on 13. It goes on Ryan Rago. First team foul, 37-20 is our score. We played an even 2 minutes of quarter two. Acadia with a margin on CBU. Jack Price for Anisko. Anisko skies again and hammers it home. That's the tomahawk dunk. Almost into a Statue of Liberty. See if that wakes up Cape Breton. Now Anisko is going to try a deep ball. That's no good. Rebound by Cato on the offensive glass. There you see the drive, and boom shakalaka from Stefan Anisko, his second of the day. Cato to the line after the offensive rebound, misses the first. Coach Leslie has subbed Glenn Cox out. Kyle Monroe is checked back in number 4. I think he was the sub. Another offensive rebound for CBU, and Tafarian Black works the Windex for the 2-point putback. Going to get Witcho off the bench. Sub coming. He's going to have to go up to the bench, though. Timeout taken by Acadia at 37-24 in favor of the Axemen. I'm not sure which out got waved in there. The subs are going to have to get it right up to the scorers table for the officials to see them. .705 to go here in quarter 2. The quarter's not up on the board, but I'm certain we are in quarter 2. One more game to go here after this one completes. Good to see Mr. McGrattan back in the referee's gear here. Start the season. Good crew here with Spencer Jeffrey and Dan Patterson. Danny does a lot of coaching here at St. Malachy's with a girls program at the high school level. And really bending my brain to remember this, but maybe provincial champions last year. I know they had a really good team. I want to say if not, they made the provincial final. Did PA for a couple of their games. I want to say both of those times were at Leo Hayes last year. Might have been, actually no, FHS as well. Been a long time since last basketball season. Good to get the rust kicked off here and get the basketball brain working a little bit. And a lot of things go on since the last basketball season. Of course, did have the Maritime Women's League. Nice move there, a little behind the back dribble for Cardi Jean, and he gets right to the glass for 2 points. Handoff for Eric Hayden and Kyle Monroe. Pass doesn't get through the long hands of Tong. That will be long arms. Might have long hands too, but long arms is what I was trying to say. There are hands attached to those arms. Subs got to report to the table if they want to get in and get up there a little closer, I think. Oh, met right at the rim. Wichow met the attacking player at the rim. Now the subs waved in. It's going to be out of bounds. We go 14 on the shot clock. Tong with the spin. That time met at the rim by Wichow, and he's going to pick up a foul for his efforts. That move. Third team foul on Acadia. The personal fouls not being put up this game, so I can't tell you how many on the player. Young folks working the scorer's table. A little baptism by fire in this one. It's a tough job, so we're going to cut them as many breaks as we can over there. Pre-season. Tong with the miss and an 11-point game. It's 6:09 to go first half. Make it a 10-point game. We were 17, so Cape Breton has cut into the lead here. Inside, Wichow through his hands from the pass from Ryan Rigaud. Another Tasmanian Whirling Devil move by Josiah McKnight to the rim. Capers have gone to that a couple times here in the last couple possessions. I believe that's going to be Davignon that gets right to the bucket of that one, number 1 for 2 points. Let's see if Acadia starts playing that spin move from Cape Breton. Robbie Grant checks in for Brianna Wilson. Black on the catch on the inbound. Looking for Shaq Price. We're going to have bonus situation now. Team fouls are 5-1. Timeout, Acadia. 5:19 to go in a 12-point game. Have to wonder here if Coach Ledsley wants to have a word with the officials during the timeout. And in fact, he does want to have a word with the timeout. I think the timeout is much for that as it is to talk to his own players. Create the dead ball situation so the official can come over. The official says, sure, we'll talk about what you want us to talk about during the timeout here. And now Coach Leslie will address his own troops. Now he's addressed the Army in gray and black. I have a lot of fun with the officials. Speaking of that, did get clarification if you were watching along all weekend long on one of the games. I think it was the RNS game, with the player that came in to shoot the free throw and went back out on the same stoppage. Thanks to JP for reaching out and letting me know that indeed you cannot do that, and that it might have been a miss by the officials in the game. Couldn't quite come up with the exact rule, but I knew it didn't feel right at the time and saved me from going to find a rule book later on. Said in FIBA that it's can't come in and go out, or go out and go in on the same clock stoppage. So I'll put that one in my memory bank. Hopefully haul that out some other point in time when it's needed. Jack Price on the line shooting the bonus. Cape Breton will take all the points with the clock stop that they can get. Great look at Price there. He makes the second. Couple bounces, but it's good. Rigaud picks up the dribble, but finds a teammate. Robbie Grant. Back for Davignon. And Glenn Cox. Cox caught with the toes in the tulips on the end line. First time I've been able to use that line, I think, all day long, maybe. It's one of my favorites. In other words, he was out of bounds, standing on the end line. Oh, big rebound on the offensive side from Tong. Thought I saw a little slip there from Tong. Let's see if we get the floor wiped up down there. Yeah, and they're right on top of that, getting that floor wiped up. I was just about to say, you can see, at least in person, I'm not sure how much it's translating through to you online, the effort the players are putting out. The Acadia jerseys, you can tell that they are absolutely just soaked right through it, every single one of them that's been on the court. There's a big difference in the color between the shorts and the shirts. You can see on some of them, at least here in the gym. There's a make for three, and again it's Davignon. And Isco loses the handle out of bounds. Sub in will be Monroe. Coming out will be Robbie Grant. The ever studious Coach Damien Gay watching from the windows up top here at RNS. His team will be up next. Opportunity to do a St. John Nissan coach's interview with Coach Gay yesterday. Good 8-minute interview or so. Talk about his team, the tournament, Andrew Milner. Big screen from Wichow. Cox with the catch. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger. Back outside. 5 to shoot. Davignon had a slip there as well. Weak side rebound, Cox. He was looking for the slam. Instead gets a rebound and just lays it up and in. And we're going to blow the whistle here to wipe up the court. Mop up to the floor. Keep keeping things safe here. Aaron Cunningham to the front court through the hands of Tong. In other words, Tong couldn't get a grip. There you see the Envision St. John replay. More work on the floor at the other end. Rago with the miss. Rebound for Cunningham. Mitchell Merzero. Soft little teardrop in the lane. One running one-hander. There was Cox with a travel on the way to the hoop. Won't say he hasn't been a factor, but he's been definitely a focus of the defense. Hasn't got a pile of points on the board yet, at least. Got a few. Certainly in this gym, we've seen Glenn Cox be a lot more explosive than he has on the point side of things today. Anisco can't get that to go. Wichow on the rebound. The Capers somehow come away with the ball and get a shot out of that. And Anisco draws a foul. Swarmed the rebounder. Here you see the rebounder swarmed by three white shirts. Anisco then attacks and draws the foul. Missed the number on that, but I think it was number 4, Kyle Monroe, who had the reach in. Eric Hayden off the bench for Acadia. Davignon tried it. 3 no good. Rebound Anisco. Glenn Cox with the steal. Lob back for Ryan Rago. Now Glenn Cox. Sidestep to the hoop. Just as I said, he hasn't got a lot of points. He might start to light it up here. Monroe, Davignon steps in, finds Wichow. Wichow to the cutting Cox. Thought he was going to have 2 more points there. Anisco can't make. Rebound low into the hands of Cato. Whole bunch of players down on the floor. Cunningham slow to get up. Cato slow to get up. To the line will be Gabe Davignon. One shot, the basket was good for Davignon. Farian Black, long pass ahead for Tyson Cato, who scores 2. Final 35 seconds here of the half. I think we're going to have a 15-minute halftime, bring out the fans, give the floor a little dry off. These players have been all over it with the amount of perspiration they've got. The floor a good chance to dry out. Knocked away. 2 to shoot, not going to get it off. But Anisco is going to foul Rigaud. This is Saturday afternoon U.S. college football and Atlantic University sport football as well. Cape Breton doesn't have a football team, but Anisco on that one with the tackle on Ryan Rigaud. Tong wave back to the scorer's table to get officially waved in. 14.7 seconds left. Acadia ball and a 14-point lead, 48-34. We can do a little bit more work on the floor, and we'll probably have work on the floor at halftime here as well. Make sure it's good and dry. Final 14.7 seconds. Another sub coming will be Josiah McKnight in for Stefan Anisco. And if there's an opportunity, and we're going to try another sub here, why not? Brownie Wilson in for Robbie Grant on the Acadia side. Floor scrub, subs in. Wilson with the catch. Wilson drives for Davignon on the outside. 8 seconds on the clock. Now 6, 5, 4. Oh, punched away. Davignon with the throw. It's not going to count. 48-34 is your halftime score. So that makes it a 16-14 Acadia quarter in this one. With 15 minutes on the clock, we'll be back with the second half. In the meantime, watch You're in Vision St. John Region's Economic Development Agency highlight reel. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching Maritime Athletic Profiles. I'm on back in 15 for the second.
Get ready for an amazing journey filled with learning, growth, and unforgettable experiences at Cape Breton University. Our incredible faculty are dedicated to helping you reach your full potential. With state-of-the-art facilities, you'll have the perfect space to create the kind of future you want in any direction you can imagine. Campus life isn't just about studying. It's about discovering your passion and experiencing new things. At CBU, you are surrounded by pristine natural beauty and a welcoming community that provide you with the unique perspective that comes with island life. From recreation to creative arts and societies, there's something here for everyone. We believe in the power of building connections and creating lifelong friendships. Dive into our vibrant student community by joining clubs, cheering on our capers, and making memories that will last a lifetime. And when the time comes to celebrate, our alumni family will be there to cheer you on. Come experience the excitement of campus life and begin your journey with CBU.
What is a vacation exactly? It's bay fresh seafood and outdoor adventure. This is a vacation, but this is a vacation. See the difference? A vacation is centuries-old architecture, pet-friendly patio drinks, and even flying through the treetops. The truth is, you could vacation anywhere, but you can only vacation in St. John and the towns by the bay. Plan yours today.
Hi, I'm Chloe from St. John Nissan, and I want to take you on a little tour to show you what makes us so special. So here at Nissan, we are leading the edge of car safety and technology. All of our cars come with the wonderful safety features that you see on your screen. Find the perfect car for your budget without compromising on quality. We have brand new vehicles with payments as low as $100 a week, like this brand new 2024 Kick Sass. Nissans are known for their durability and reliability, so you can drive with confidence. Mercedes, all makes and models will take care of you. We are the only EV Nissan dealership in New Brunswick. If you want Nissan tech while saving immense amount of money on fuel and getting free charging, we can help you. We also have cool cars too, like the Nissan Zen. Come see us at St. John Nissan and see why we're the go-to dealership in town. Because we know you deserve nice things!
White Thompson Group is a proud sponsor of the Andrew Milner Invitational. The White Thompson Group provides personalized investment and total wealth planning that brings your vision to life.
That saying, if you build it, they will come, it's a cliche, because it's true. Springfield, Massachusetts, Cooperstown, New York. Small communities whose economies and histories have been built by the act to commemorate being the first. Life is often fulfilled by the invisible, the hidden histories that quietly sustain the present. A vision that becomes an idea, that becomes an experiment, that becomes a phenomenon. That inexplicable force that beats the heart, that guides the founder. Basketball began 130 years ago. Mere months after its birth, Canadian Dr. James Naismith's experiment to cure winter idleness was being played in gyms on 3 continents. One such gym was located in St. Stephen, New Brunswick, imported by Truro, Nova Scotia native and Naismith pupil Lyman Archibald in 1893. The tide of time rose and claimed those early gems, those sparks that kindled what is now a roaring fire of a game that now excites and inspires hundreds of millions of fans around the world. Like a photograph, chance can offer us an opportunity to revisit the past and the present, to feel what's real, to build the future. A chance fire in 2010 brought the court back into the collective memory and story of St. Stephen and Canada's East Coast. And now, today, the original 1893 court, the oldest basketball court in the world, invites you to become a partner and imagine how we might tell the story to the world. How we might invite the world to come and feel that same light that filled the court 130 years ago. And imagine how far the game has come, how far we can all go together. Slam Dunk, the campaign for the oldest basketball court in the world. Become a sponsor now.
ready for an amazing journey filled with learning, growth, and unforgettable experiences at Cape Breton University. Our incredible faculty are dedicated to helping you reach your full potential. With state-of-the-art facilities, you'll have the perfect space to create the kind of future you want in any direction you can imagine. Campus life isn't just about studying. It's about discovering your passion and experiencing new things. At CBU, you are surrounded by pristine natural beauty and a welcoming community that provide you with the unique perspective that comes with island life. From recreation to creative arts and societies, there's something here for everyone. We believe in the power of building connections and creating lifelong friendships. Dive into our vibrant student community by joining clubs, cheering on our capers, and making memories that will last a lifetime. And when the time comes to celebrate, our alumni family will be there to cheer you on. Come experience the excitement of campus life and begin your journey with CBU.
Good afternoon, fans. Welcome back to the Irving Gymnasium on the campus of Ross St. Netherwood School. It is the home to Andrew Milner tournament this weekend. Acadia and Cape Breton. There's rosters from both schools. It is Acadia 48, Cape Breton 34. Don't know where that accent came from all of a sudden. Every once in a while, though, the tongue gets over my eye teeth. I can't see what I'm saying. That's one of those cases right there. Final seconds tick away. We'll reset the clock. The Cape Breton ball to start the half. Acadia sends out Davignon, Hayden, Wichow, Cox, and Monroe. Correcting a foul on the sheet, I believe, is what's going on there. And Cape Breton, they're going to send out their starting five as well. Cunningham, Anisco, Cato, Price, and Merzereau. Early turnover. Over to Acadia, some pressure from Cape Breton. Full court man-to-man pickup from Anisco on Kyle Monroe. Glenn Cox looking into the post for Wichow. Saved it, but it's picked off on the save by the Capers. Shaq Price finds Mitchell Merzereau. Mitchell Merzereau can't get it to go. Rebound by Cato. Shoe untied, so we're going to blow the whistle here and wait here. Davignon tries a triple. Rebound tipped into the hands of the Capers. That's Cunningham. Off to Anisco. Draws a foul. Blocking foul called on Eric Hayden. Anisco finally makes his way to the line here. Monroe for Hayden and Cox. Back to Monroe. There's a three. Finds the silk. Wicho changed the shot there of Cato. Technical foul called on Tyson Cato. Shot is made cleanly by Gabe Davignon. (52-38) Capers. Defender might have got a little piece of that shot from Kyle Monroe. There's going to be a block called on Wicho. Ronnie Wilson set to check in. Jack Price gets into the key and does the running one-hander for two. See if he looks to the rim a little more in this second half. Cox, speaking about going to the rim, there's the spinner. Rebound and fancy dribble from Cunningham. Tip up, no good. Cunningham's tip, no good. Ripped away by Cato, and he finally scores. Timeout Acadia, as Coach Mike Leslie says. Don't like the effort on that rebound. They got 4 offensive boards on us in that possession, at least 4 shots to make it a 10-point game. Listening in there to the Acadia huddle. A lot of talk on rebounding. So they're working harder on the offensive end, working harder on the defensive end on the glass than we are on the rebounds. Let's see if Acadia goes to work on the glass here after that timeout in a 10-point game. Monroe for Hayden. Cox passes to the corner, and we're going to be out of bounds on the far sideline. Had a brief chat with Coach Skin yesterday. I know he really likes the leadership he has on this Cape Breton team this year. Likes the mix of players, new and old. It's good to have that chat. And again, thanks to Coach Skin for allowing me to observe the practice. That's where we had the little chat there. It's some drills going on. It's always a treat for me. I coached at a much, much lower level for a few years, many, many years ago. AC, Aaron Cunningham. Goes directly to the bucket. With 2 on the free throws. Lead down to 8 for Cape Breton. There's a shot made for Kyle Monroe. 55-44, lead back to 11. It was 14 at half. Foul on Davignon. Jack Price gets helped up from his teammates. I popped outside at halftime, and the air outside is really quite nice right now. Much less humidity in the air than there has been. And I would say the gym right now is more humid than the outside air. Is there a way to open up some doors here maybe? We might get a little cooler air and nicer conditions in here. Price with the finesse rebound. Davignon. Ryan Rigaud, Davignon. Eric Hayden. Monroe directs a little traffic. Davignon left it short. That's Tong on the rebound and the run out. Offensive foul. He attacked the rim, but called offensive. I missed that replay just on the tail end there. We're back into live action now. Called an offensive foul. There's going to be another foul on Tong as the Acadia player slides about 10 feet into the scorer's table. Going to be a backcourt foul reset. Going to wipe the floor down after that scrub job done by the Acadia jersey. I'll bring the other broom out. Common Road inbound in the backcourt. 6 even on the game clock. 55-44 here in quarter. I think this is only quarter number 3. It says quarter 4 on the board. Are we in quarter 4? We're only in quarter 3. Not quite going crazy yet. Cox on the drive, scores 2. Tong gets to the rim again and scores 2. Oh no, sorry, that's Aaron Cunningham, not Tong. 0, not 9. They've had to pay a little closer attention. Rago with a triple. What an answer there. Lead back up to 14. Robbie Grant will come in right here on the stoppage of play as he's going to stay Caper ball. Player was already waved in and wasn't looking at the official when he got waved in. Eric Hayden comes out. A little conversation with the coach here to my right. Cardijan will inbound. We're cleaning up some more moisture on the court. Expect this the rest of the way here. A lot of humid air in the building. As I said, it was really quite nice outside. I had a little fresh air at halftime, kind of rejuvenated me a little bit. Oh, rebound for Black. Good work on the offensive glass by Defarian Black. He's been pretty good for the Capers here today. Davignon's been really good for Acadia, misses that shot. And that is Anisco down. .14 on the shot clock. Gonna wipe the floor a bit more. Mark Wicho checks in for Kyle Monroe. Wicho is a athletic body, changes a lot of shots underneath. Glenn Cox running one-hander, rebounded for his own shot and scores 2. That's 2 points, a 50% shooting percentage, and an offensive rebound on the stat line for Cox on that one. Foul on Robbie Grant. 62-48, so it's the 14-point lead that we had at halftime. We've played almost 6 minutes, 4:21 on the game clock. And we've still got the same exact margin. Well, one less now that Tong's made a free throw. Go on the miss. Capers on the boards. The push out. That's Black. That would have been a 3. Rebound inside. Anisco on the putback. No good. Draws a foul from somebody. And Eric Hayden is back up to check in. Checking in for Cape Breton, Josiah McKnight. Number 6. On the line is Anisco. Key of the high-flying finishes in the first half, a couple rim rockers. Cunningham in for Anisco after the free throw makes in an 11-point contest. Rago uses the screen from Hayden, finds Glenn Cox. Nice take by Eric Hayden, but couldn't get the shot off the square for it to go in. Black with the tricky dribble, finds a lane, a little momentum. Running one-hander, going to be basket interference on Tong as he grabbed the rim while the ball was up on the cylinder. I can tell you that's a problem I do not have. Triple made for Robbie Grant, restores the lead back to 14 again. Seem to be oscillating back and forth between 9 and 14 here. Cunningham, nice take. Tong a little too early on the jump that time. Into the hands of Eric Hayden and a foul on the Capers. Jack Price will check back in. I think it's going to be Tong on the foul. I thought I heard them say number 9. I was looking at the wrong official when the foul call was made. Ryan Rago for Hayden. Jack Price tries to take the ball away. We had a little knee-on-knee contact, I think. Eric Hayden down. Going to look like a knee-on-knee to me. Kyle Monroe will be the shooter. As Hayden gets some attention from the training staff here. A couple of trainers traveling with the Axeman team. Kyle Monroe makes the second. Lead is now 16. Cunningham, baseline kick outside for McKnight, who makes the three. McKnight down on the court. I'm not sure. I think he might have got an elbow to the nose, maybe. Tong keeps playing. Loses it. This is McKnight that's down. Poke in the eye, maybe. It looked like to be contact up there. It was the way he reacted. Yeah, there you see. It was definitely up in the facial area. Poke of some sort. At least I saw in the replay. I'm not sure that's what you were seeing on the stream. And we're going to wipe the floor up there again where player was down. 1:38 to go in the third quarter. It says fourth on the board here, but I'm going to remember that's the fourth. Here's your replay of that's going to be Tong grabbing the rim there. Envision St. John replays. There's your three. Kick out. There's a three the other way. We're back into live action. And Tong picks up a foul on the illegal screen. Shot clock should have reset there. It did not. Shot clock will be set at 21. 2:32. We're not going to be on time for the next scheduled 3 o'clock start. We've still got a quarter to go here. Another foul. Is Glenn Cox tackled by Tafarian Black. We'll send Cox to the line. GGOK will check in for the Axeman. Cox with a miss from the line. He doesn't usually leave too many of those on the board, but he left 2 of them there. Jack Price will inbound right here after that one banked off our monitor here on the production booth. No harm, no foul though. That's Shaq Price. Oh, taken away by David Gigioke. Davignon with the release. Short, Glenn Cox skies for the rebound. Lost out of bounds, knocked out by CBU. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. (67-54). Taken away from behind by Davignon. Capers were looking for a foul there, didn't get it. Coach Skin doesn't seem too happy with officials. Gigioke for 3, late in the shot clock. Cox on Price. Price gets the step, draws the foul on Cox. In the bonus, we're going to shoot 2. There you see the triple in your Envision St. John replay. Jack Price with the make sub coming in. This will be Tyson Cato in. 11.1 seconds. Acadia ball up 14. We were 14 at half. We're 14 right now. Third quarter, same margin with 11.1 seconds to go. And we're going to end at the same margin. 70-56. Acadia. So they have led every quarter here, all 7 of them that they've played so far. All 4 against St. Mary's, and the first 3 here today against CBU. All 3 of those schools Atlantic Conference rivals. Both assistant coaches at the scorer's table checking on the foul situation. Make sure that the paperwork all the way around agrees with their own. So then they can set their strategy. Good look at the rosters there for these 2 schools. And there's a look at the Acadia huddle, which is just to my right here in the background. Acadia huddle covered from multiple angles. Thanks again to the sponsors here this weekend. Division St. John on the replays. St. John Nissan, home of the all-new Aria EV. And White Thompson Group for the coaches' interviews and the player interviews, respectively. Dwell, the world's oldest basketball court, Scotia Bank, Scotia Wealth Management. All the other sponsors here. And Cape Breton University as well on board. I've seen some of the Cape Breton University ads throughout the webcast here this weekend. And thanks, of course, again to the crew from Maritime Athletic for making the trek in from Halifax and calling me up to come on down from Fredericton. Enjoyed the commute, actually, the last 3 days down. Little rest in my own bed, just coming off not feeling the best the last 2 or 3 weeks. Coming into this weekend. So electing to make the drive. A little tough drive on Thursday night back, but drive down this morning, absolutely beautiful. If we could ever just get that Harbor Bridge done in St. John's, we could have all the lanes open. Oh, beauty spin and finish from Tyson Cato. Lead is 12, 9:35 to go. Shot from Cox, doesn't find anything. Glenn Cox must have put somebody else's sneakers on this morning because he's not playing like the Glenn Cox that I've seen here previous games. Tough take. Merzero on the rebound. Passes ahead for Cunningham. Off glass, scoring 2 is Cato. Cato is looking for a foul. Cunningham on the outside. Lead is now 10. Make it 13 as the bouncer goes in for Ryan Rago. That's a big bucket for Acadia. Rago trying to draw the foul on Shaq Price. We had a flop warning already, so that's going to be called a flop on Rago. That's going to be a technical foul. Jack Price makes the free one on the technical. Timeout Acadia as that one goes through. Lead is down to 8. This is the most animated I've seen Coach Leslie in the huddle today. Which was on the far side of the game yesterday. Really talking about effort and execution. A gentle wake-up call, I'll call that in the timeout. A pointed message. Saying, hey, we're the ones that have changed the way we're playing. We're just not playing hard enough. Let's get playing hard. Foul from behind is going to send Davignon to the line. In a now warning to the Capers bench. Davignon with the make. It is only preseason, but the competitive juices are flowing. Saw it in that first game this morning. The best game of the tournament so far, St. Foy and Thetford. Thetford, there's a regional rival, 1-point win on a 0.5 second left free throw make. Shaq Price right to the rim, 2 points. Rago, Davignon. Ball's moving a little crisper now for Acadia. Cox with a triple. He's going to push that lead back up to double digits and 12 points. Cato off the rim, rebound Cox. There's going to be a foul there of some kind, I would think. Either a block, charge, something. Seemed like a heck of a lot of contact for no call. We're going to stop and wipe the floor up. All the players down in that General area over there by the entrance, the mission table. Tafarian Black checks back in for Mitchell Merzero. Impressed with Black's play here today. Foul from behind by Cardigan. It's going to be the third team foul on CBU, 7:11 to go, 12-point game, 78-66. And we are now already at 13 minutes to 3, so we're going to be more like 20 after, or maybe even pushing 3:30 probably by the time that last game gets going. Cox on the rebound. Backboard slap. Thought that was a goaltend by definition. Maybe not. Goaltend rules have evolved and they've been different in different situations. Acadia player out of bounds. Good look here, the Vision St. John replay. Maybe you got the ball first. Preseason for me too, I got to brush up on the rules, remember what's what. Jack Price again right to the bucket for 2 points. That's a couple lay-ins in a row for Shaq. Shaq's a good interview. Got to talk to him here last year. Thanks again to St. John Nissan for sponsoring coaches' interviews and White Thompson Group for player interviews. Here, we've got a few of them in. Schedule's been pretty tight, so it's been tough to get as much interview content as maybe we would like. Another sub in. This is Tong. I don't think we've seen Josiah McKnight since the call it an eye poke or contact with the nose area, whatever that was. Sent him over to the trainer's area. I think he's back on the bench though. Oh, Tong nearly the athletic reverse finish. Tong grabs the rebound. Someone was grabbing his jersey. You could see that from here. I think it's going to be Rigaud. Yep. Ten-point game, just under 6 to go. 3 ticks under 6. Monroe. And out of bounds. And one timeout left for Acadia, so Coach Leslie says they're going to keep that one in the bank for now. Jack Price called for a travel. Jack Price comes out. Cardigan checks in. Oh, there's a deep three from Rigaud. That's a big bucket. 81-68, 13-point lead restored. Black can't answer with the three. Rebound, Wilson. Monroe finds Grant. Savignon ball, good ball movement there. That's Wilson. Puts it up from the baseline and scores two. Lead. Something weird happened there with the points because I thought we were up more than that, and it's only 11 on the board. I thought we were at 13 before he scored, so I thought that should be a 15-point lead. I don't think that score is correct. I think it's 83-68 should be the correct score. Yeah, I think the score should be 83-68 is what I think the score is, but that's just me. I think the two went on the wrong side. Acadia got the ball back again. Davignon with the launch, beat the buzzer. Tong skies for the rebound. Board now up to 83, sitting at 83-70. I thought it should have been 83-68, but I might have missed two for the Capers somewhere. Long three-pointer taken by Kyle Monroe. Early in the shot clock, not a shot I think they really needed. Monroe gets the ball back on defense. Robbie Grant out. Glenn Cox back in. That's twice. Grant caught standing out of bounds catching the ball. Got to be more aware than that of where you are on the court. You got to be standing in bounds when you catch the ball. Caper falls out of bounds with the ball. Getting up from the pile is Defarian Black. Gonna wipe up the moisture on the court there a little bit. Jim filling in here. The local teams coming up. UMBSJ and RNS in the finale of the Milner tournament. Wilson on the take, can't score. It's going to be out of bounds. Cato did not establish himself in bounds before he got the rebound. Wilson for Cox. We tick towards the 3-minute mark. 5 on the shot clock. Release for Acadia and a triple made by Kyle Monroe. Lead back up to 16. Jack Price, sneaky move on the dribble. Roll with Cato, intercepted though by Ryan Rigaud. Acadia got a little shaky there partway through this quarter. They really settled down in the last couple of minutes here and poured it on. Cox met at the rim by Black on the rejection. Cato slips on the floor. And Cox finishes with the dunk. Timeout, Capers. At 88-70, the clock's still running. We're going to have to put some time back on here. Clock is still going. Going to put 2:25 on the clock. And we've got 91 70 is the score on the board now. We've got 22 minutes and 50 seconds on the board. That's a little bit extra time. So we're going to go, here we go, 2:25 on the board now. Now we're going to go actually 2:15 on the clock. I actually think it should be quite a bit more than that, but with a 21-point game in the preseason here, and this one's wore on a little bit with some delays to wipe up the floor. I'm not going to argue about some time going off the clock. It actually had been running since the end of play, which I think was more around the 2:30 mark instead of the 2:15 mark. But we'll go with 2:15 left. And a 91-70 lead for Acadia. We've really poured it on here in the last little bit. Jack Price. Hands off. Going to be a foul on Wilson. That's Anisco, who was victim of the fouler, if you will. Robbie Grant checks back in. I like that from Coach Leslie. Pretty quick reaction to get Grant off when he was standing out of bounds a couple times at the other end. Get him back in before the end of this one. Say, hey, so get confidence in you. So we're going to get out on the floor. Just be a little bit more aware where the feet are. Effectively in the preseason. Trainer's getting some good work in here as well, as Wilson's getting some attention on the sideline.
Okay, he's got 2 left. You've got 1 left. He has not taken time out this half. He's got 2.
Merzero is going to go backcourt on the catch. Little mental error there in the rebound, and of course this is a smaller gym than these players are used to playing in lengthwise. It's a high school length gym, about an extra, I'm going to say 10 feet, might be more than that. I should ought to know those dimensions in my head, but I don't. Cox for Monroe. That's into the hands of Cato. He finishes at the rim. We're going to blow this down to check a wet spot on the floor with 1:49 to go. Tough to get in rhythm in this game with all the stoppages for safety reasons here to check the floor. Let's hope the next game coming up, which will be UNBSJ and the host RNS. Let's hope that we get more rhythm in that one. .149 to go, 19-point lead for Acadia. They're going to go back with 2 wins out of their weekend here. Unless there is a major miracle from Cape Breton. I don't see it happening. Acadia just going to go in to work the ball around now, take time off the clock with the lead. There's a score there to Cox. He's going to hand off to Davignon, who's been really good all weekend. Rebound for Aaron Cunningham, and AC will dribble it into the front court. Pick up the foul, and off the bench for Acadia, number 8, David Gigioke, and number 12, Joseph Dongelmans. Dongelmans, 6'10" forward at Aridity College Prep in Orillia, Ontario. I think it's the first time we've seen Dongelmans in the 2 games. Bro Williams denied entrance. So he gets the shirt tucked in for CBU. Cunningham with a miss from the line, 1:21 to go. Substitution on the make and checking in. Mapendo, number 11 for Acadia. And we did get number 7, Bro Williams, in for CBU. Final 1:15 of this one. Victory for Acadia. It's a matter of the final score. Add 3 to the total for Ryan Rigaud, who's been really good shooting from the outside as well. It's a 22-point lead, 94-72. Into the post. Dominic Odell, number 8. Another sub off the bench, Marcus Hayden. He's going to check in for Kyle Monroe. And Lance Marquette, number 13, sees action here. 56.8 seconds for CBU. Lance out of Fredericton High School. Very familiar with Lance's play. Quick glance at the clock there from Lance. Rigaud tries again. .7. Capers Coach Skin saying no fouls. And again, thanks to Coach Skin for allowing me to watch practice. Really do appreciate that. Had a lot of fun just sitting there. Music going, the high intensity, high pace. It's fun to see the young athletes put through their paces at that level of intensity. And congratulations to Acadia. They'll go 2-0 here this weekend. Again, if we can get a White Thompson group player of the game interview, we'll do that. There's Odell for 2. Final 6 seconds. Acadia will dribble this one out. 96-73 is going to be the final. Acadia leads 8 quarters in 2 victories here at the Andrew Milner tournament. Next up, scheduled for 3 o'clock. It's already 3:04. Call it closer to, we'll try 3:20 or 3:30 by the time we get the players warmed up here at the Irving Gymnasium. It will be RNS and UNBSJ. Once again, I'm sure I'll have the pleasure of having the Seawolves sitting right to my immediate right here. The Seawolves, 15 player on the roster. They've been running 10 in. So we'll see which 10 it is today. Get a chance to play. Joined post-game by Ryan Rigaud, player of the game. Ryan, you had a great contest here, making some from the outside.
Yes, I did. Thank you. It was all due to my teammates, to be honest. I was getting open. They're hitting me. They're seeing me. I was making shots, so glad they could do that.
And you get 2 wins here this weekend against conference rivals. How important is that in the preseason? Is it important at all?
Those are very important. My coach stressed that a lot to us before the game, saying we're going to see these teams again. We got to go out. We got to show them what we got early so that in the season we don't back down.
So you come here to the Milner. I know you're at the dinner last night. You heard the story. Anything you take away as a lesson from Andrew Milner's story?
His perseverance. I know his coach talked a lot about him wanting to play, traveling to Toronto even 25 hours away just so that they could play competition. that I take with me every day. I come out here, I compete, I do my best, and try and help my team win.
And last question, to look ahead to the very competitive Atlantic University sports season. Where do you see the Axemen ending up in the standings at the end of the season?
Hopefully top of the standings. That's where I see us.
All
I
right.
know we've been working hard at practice and stuff, but hopefully we can get there.
Perfect. You're top of the standings here, going 2-0 in your competition here this weekend. Congratulations on the win today, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, folks. Come on back for the next game. Well done.
Get ready for an amazing journey filled with learning, growth, and unforgettable experiences at Cape Breton University. Our incredible faculty are dedicated to helping you reach your full potential. With state-of-the-art facilities, you'll have the perfect space to create the kind of future you want in any direction you can imagine. Campus life isn't just about studying. It's about discovering your passion and experiencing new things. At CBU, you are surrounded by pristine natural beauty and a welcoming community that provide you with the unique perspective that comes with island life. From recreation to creative arts and societies, there's something here for everyone. We believe in the power of building connections and creating lifelong friendships. Dive into our vibrant student community by joining clubs, cheering on our capers, and making memories that will last a lifetime. And when the time comes to celebrate, our alumni family will be there to cheer you on. Come experience the excitement of campus life and begin your journey with CBU.
A vacation is a different way to travel that you'll only find in St. John and the towns by the bay. Just minutes from door to shore, a vacation can take you from storied streets to billion-year-old sea caves to moments frozen in time. It's rising beside the world's highest tides. It's one-of-a-kind street art and out-of-this-world festivals. The whole thing feels a lot like this. So treat yourself to a vacation. Plan yours today.
The White-Thompson Group is a proud sponsor of the Andrew Milner Invitational. The White-Thompson Group provides personalized investment and total wealth planning that brings your vision to life.